Welcome to day 19 of Critical Encounters Villainous Yule calendar for December 2022. Here we get in the holiday spirit and take a quick look at some random festive aspect of the game. So let's peek behind the door and see what our so-called villains are up to. Hey everybody, I want to wish you all a warm welcome to the first day of Hanukkah. And in honor of the moment, I'd like to take some time to talk about the man to whom we most likely owe the greatest debt for our collective nerddom. Stan Lee. Well, let's do a quick bio for starters. Stanley Martin Lieber was born near the end of December 1922 in Manhattan, a place that would come to be an important and central setting to his comics. Now, Lee had a fairly standard upbringing for those living through the Depression. His family struggled, moved a lot, did what they could to make ends meet. And I think this had to have contributed to how so many of his characters were heroic because they were also adaptable, persistent, persevering. He began writing early and credits the Scarlet Pimpernel as the character that most inspired him to create superheroes. Now, personally, I know nothing about the Scarlet Pimpernel and thought it was a character that maybe Shirley Temple might have portrayed in the movies. Maybe I'll make a podcast about it. Well, not surprisingly, Stan was smart, graduated high school early, began the odd jobs that would push him towards something more meaningful than sandwich making or being an office boy in a trouser factory. Now, we all know what Stan Lee has done for Marvel, but his beginnings in the industry were humble, and it's looking at that that makes us appreciate the man, the icon, the legend. It takes hard work and pluck and a near constant striving to rise in the creative fields. And he did it. He started by filling ink pots and coffee cups, goes on to editing, and then to finally penning his first comic, Captain America #3, in 1941. In fact, he invented the shield toss, everybody. So I want to end with a name. The characters he created, the comics he wrote, his resume. We all know that stuff, and it's easy to find. But his play on his first name is cool, and I think speaks to a sort of irony that maybe defined his life and his outlook on things. So Jewish authors, film stars, and others of high profile often felt the pressure to change their name due to the rampant anti-Semitism that has haunted American society forever. If they just used something more Gentile, more Middle American or whatever, doors open for them that would otherwise have been closed. But Stanley Lieber changed his name out of embarrassment, not artistic survival. See, he was convinced that he would one day write the great American novel, and thought that if anyone found out that he had wrote a comic, a genre sneered upon in his youth, no one would take his real writing seriously. Isn't that awesome? So soon enough, he changed his name to Stan Lee legally, and the rest is history. A beautiful history that we've taken enormous pleasure in. And I would like to personally say how grateful I am to an existence predicated upon storytelling, heroism, and fighting the good fight. Torah Rabbah, Mr. Lee.
Hey folks, hope you enjoyed that. That was our special gift to you. You want to send us holiday gifts? You can email us at criticalencounterspod@gmail.com. We are Critical Encounters on Facebook, or you can find us on YouTube by searching for Critical Encounters Podcast. And on Discord, we are Vardane, Big Fun Blow, and Wandering Took. If you like our show, tell Santa. If you don't like our show, tell Krampus. Good night, everyone.